then. So, back to Warhammer once again, and the siege continues. I believe last time we've spent a few weeks down here in Grimmenhagen, surrounding the castle of Grand Sternhauer. A few weeks in, a small group of his has escaped and was allowed to leave by Berthold. Only a few weeks later, though, a group of beastmen has emerged from the forest and is going towards the city, where only a few 200 villagers truly remain. Alexa, Gustav, Victor, and their companions have gone to the city to protect it, as the tide of beastmen crests the hills. And for
No.
that, I'm going to ask for some initiative.
Mm,
I'm going to go ahead and roll the Centaur's initiative for his entire side. So, once we get some initiative out there, the
Okay.
battle for Grimmenhagen will begin.
Seriously, just close that tab, really?
Ah,
Nope, there it is. Okay. Sorry, folks.
do initiative. Initiative.
Okay.
There we go.
And there it is.
we got Gustav, Alexa.
Okay. Oh, crap. Botched the initiative.
Yes, that's right. You two are the only PCs there. Technically, Victor is here. So, Victor, let's get you a roll real quick, as you get to be involved. And then, of course, we have Bruce and Gerhard. Granny, however, is staying out of the combat itself.
Yeah, probably wise.
And here's Gerhard. Alright, give me your tokens. Gerhard, your initiative. 45. And Bruce. 68. Alright. And of course, I'd like to make a quick offer if either of the other two would like to play Gerhard or Bruce during the scene.
I'll take Gerhard again.
Okay. Let me double check and make sure you have permission still, I think.
I can open.
And, yep, you can be controlled by all players. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and close that sheet, and you can handle it, and I'll take care of Bruce.
Sounds good.
Alright, so descending initiative. Bruce will actually go first. And I'm going to assign each and every one peasant militia directly in front of them.
Okay.
So Bruce is actually going to go ahead and hold his ground and wait for them to charge in. His peasants will go ahead and take a stance, readying themselves to parry the blow when the beastmen come in. They are in defense. Victor, his group will go ahead and stay right where it is as well, holding the line. However, Victor has a small set of slingers with him, and so he is going to open fire. And let's see how the first attack for the day goes. He and his group are going to go ahead and aim. They will get a +10. And they will all miss. You know what? He has a fortune point, so he's going to go ahead and reroll that.
Yeah, get him.
Get him. And I believe they have no capacity to dodge. That is correct. Scorpions cannot dodge, therefore they will go ahead and take damage from the blow. As a hail of rocks descends upon them. Gustav.
Oh, they are very, very, very far.
Yes, indeed. However, for Grimmenhagen itself, I'm going to fudge it a bit and say that they can be in range of whatever you would like.
Then I'm just gonna cast. Since I'm not in Grimmenhagen, I'm gonna wait for them to come in. And I'm gonna cast Second Portion of Amul to give me some luck.
Okay, so you begin to prepare yourself as the battle begins.
Yeah.
Alright. Gerhard, what do you want to do?
Well, I have no ranged weapons, so I'm going to have him go into a. I don't need a parrying stance because I have a shield. Let me see what the other actions are real quick. I'm sorry, I should have done this a lot earlier.
No, this is all fine. Your peasants do not have shields, though, so they might take a parrying stance if that's what
That'll
you
work.
wish.
Yes.
There you go. They're readying themselves to engage if they get engaged first. Alright.
Oh, the handouts are at the very bottom. Okay, let me check the combat action. Delay. Sounds like a good one. And I guess he'll have his sword and shield ready, so that's his other action.
Okay, you make yourself ready and get your peasantry into line. Alexa.
Okay, well, since Alexa is on her Kislevite warhorse, she is going to. Where is the Beastigore blessed one, or Centigore?
It is at the back line of everything right now.
Ah,
It
crap.
and some of its companions are just all flanking each other and taking up a small formation. Much
Okay.
more disciplined than the mob of beastmen heading your direction.
Okay, then I'm going to ride out to the front. When they start to go through an area to, I guess, she will charge with her lance and try to befitting a winged hussar of Kislev.
So you're going to go straight in and charge.
I'll wait for them to breach through a choke point, essentially.
Okay. Well, around Grimmenhagen, it's mostly open field and hills.
Okay. So moving into position, reach me if they move forward this next turn, I guess, at their current speed.
Yes, they will be up against you next.
Okay. Then in that case, I will charge forward and try to break them.
All right, go ahead and give me that attack then.
Oh, it would be a charge attack and using the lance.
Oh, they do in fact have shields.
Okay.
Which means it would have been harder for Victor to hit, but he did hit anyway. Okay. Ooh, that lance is going straight through. Well, they do have a chance to try to block it with their shields, holding them up in a great big line. Oh, do I have this set to private roll? I sure do.
Bro.
Well, I did roll 50 out of 50, but yours is a fast weapon, isn't it?
Is.
I believe that makes it 10% harder to parry, doesn't it?
If that's
Yes.
the rule? Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I
So,
remember because I was looking at it earlier. Yay! So in this case, because you were coming in so fast with such a weapon, you do in fact manage to impact them. And let's take a look for a
rolls
9.
9 body damage.
There you go, very severe. You charge straight through the line, using just the sheer mass of your horse and lance to just break straight through the mob. You end up on the other side of the herd.
Okay.
Alright. The herd doesn't necessarily stop to deal with you, so they're going to continue to advance. They're going to charge in, and charge in. So they're going to make some attacks on the peasantry, and let's go ahead and see how they do. with a bunch of hand weapons. They miss.
Those.
Of 1 hit, 1 miss. So that means that our dear peasants must attempt to do their best to parry this off.
Them boys.
And fail. So
Oh.
one of the groups impacted is going to be run through. The one that is actually you darted through and split allows them to come in and flank their the peasants for 5 damage. And that hit to their left arm, but they don't have very much. Yep, they do in fact have leather jacks on their arms, so they have full protection there. They actually absorb the damage and engage into vicious melee together. However, that leaves the herd of Centaur in front of you. All of his lackeys step aside as he pulls out a large lance of his own.
Ah.
Let me see. Does he have a helmet? No, he sure doesn't. But he takes off a crown of thorns on his head and throws it aside, lowers his lance in your direction, and charges with a howl.
Woof.
There you go. Whoosh. He charges right past you with it, and you can feel that his whole form is as weighty as all of you and your armor and your horse. It is a
No.
force to contend with as the two of you make passes at each other now. Here we go, Bruce.
It's a monster.
Bruce's peasants are going to go ahead and attack the scorpions.
Yeah.
Scorpions have an attempt to parry with their shield. And do so. Bruce, then, a part of his group, will go ahead and lay down the law.
Law. Yeah.
And a savage blow to begin with.
Goes up
And
to one
a
of the
follow-up.
jacks in the head.
For remarkably less. However, he uses the opening of his men to spin in vast circles, taking down every beastman around him with hand and foot. He is a
Challenge
blur
them
of
to
action
history
as
house.
always.
He gives them what for?
Indeed.
Quick question here. Since I delayed, could I take an action now before my turn comes up?
Since you delayed, yes, you could go ahead and attack if you want. I will
Alright.
allow this.
And am I in reach of the scorpions up here?
Yes, you are a part of your peasant group.
Okay, so I will assume that we've kind of got the outnumbered bonus on them because we've got at least one peasant who's not in the threat range of another.
That's correct. You can go ahead and take a +10.
Excellent.
There you go.
And
You start slicing off arms left and right.
definitely.
They will attempt to use their shields to block you, but they uh, gain nothing from it. This was to their right arms, which is fully armored. So there you go. You and your men are cutting blows into them. Victor and his crew, his peasants, will attempt to attack. They will go ahead and take a parrying stance to do so that they do not get hurt in the future. His beastmen raise their shields. But the peasants, they're too fast. Damage comes in. Peasants are definitely benefiting from all this training, that is for sure.
Yeah. Kick their butts.
There we go. And that puts this group of beastmen into a rout. Victor will go ahead and follow it up and will attempt to do some additional damage. He's going to whip out an axe and go to town.
but their ankles.
He can't reach their ankles. They're all scorpionish. It's so strange. They're like insect legs. They just kind of lift high up into the air whenever they want to.
You.
Out of Victor's tiny reach.
I'll
Gustav.
try to do lightning stone on them.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't do a lightning bolt, right? It's not gonna take.
I mean, I would still allow that too.
Oh.
It is essentially the process of scaring them enough that they go into retreat here.
Lightning bolt them.
Okay. And the one on the right.
Success. Yep. Ooh.
Yikes. Nice fury check.
Yeah.
No doubles. Everything went pretty well for you there. So let's see. Subtract their armor off of that. That's gonna end up being still a whole ton. Right. Do minus minus. Okay. So I have in mind that number. So you have gone ahead and blasted them, and your peasants will cheer themselves on as they go ahead and become routed as well. They have a yellow dot now. Yeah. Alright. Gerhard, your turn comes up. They've come into you and fallen into your readiness. Finish them off.
Excellent. I have 2 attacks, so I will be doing a swift attack.
Mm-hmm.
Missed on the first. Let's see what the second one brings me. I'm sniping arms today. Do they have a chance to defend, or should I roll damage?
They've already defended against your initial attack, so they do not have an extra chance. With 12 coming in, it is reduced by 4 because of their armor. 5 even because you hit their arm, I believe. Yes, they're leather jacks. So 12 minus 5 is going to be 7, and then reduces their HP down. They lose an extra 1, and they are also routing now.
Oh man. Out pretty well. Let's see if I can mess it up.
Indeed. It's staring you down.
To chase down that blessed Centaur and charge with another lance attack.
Alright. Lower your helmet down. Ignore the glare of the sun.
My wings
Oof.
flutter behind me in a almost heavenly sort of way.
Let's see. So what does he have? He does not have any sort of parrying object, and he did charge you before. And he can't dodge blows, so that is a hit then. Coming out to 8, and that is to his right arm. And when it comes to his arms, he has a decent bit of mail armor upon it. Or upon his chest. There is only leather on his arms, it seems.
Ah! Even better.
Alright, so if we subtract that out, he has taken a substantial blow. And he snorts at you. I'll feast on you after you've feasted upon all of our food. And he is going to go ahead and take a moment to attempt to rally everyone under his command. So let's go ahead and check him out. There you go. So now I'm going to go ahead and roll some special numbers. So this group has lost 42 with the process. They are all running and screaming. This one has lost 81.
Nice.
And this one has lost 25. And just to clarify, their HP was up to that. So they are now restored as units. However, with substantially less population. The center in particular seems to be in utter tatters, with a paltry 17 beastmen in the center fighting it out. However, the sides are stronger, with about 67 on the right and 57 on the left. And with that, of course, he chooses to try to charge you again.
I did a full charge, so I can't dodge that. Oh no, not my head.
Alright. Fortunately for you, his demi-lance is tiring, so it does not get impact on this. This is no longer his first round of melee. However, that is still 10 damage.
Well, I
As he
soak
tries to sink it
7.
straight into your eye.
Ouch.
How much do
Took
you
some
soak there?
coif and a leather skull cap.
Ooh.
So,
Alright, it catches on some of the chains and pulls them straight off.
ow.
Nearly threatening to take your ear and some of your head with it. Alright. The battle continues in the back. In the front, Bruce has his attack.
Bring me down.
I don't
Bruce.
get much of anywhere, but Bruce will go ahead and unleash his Iron Fist. But the Beastmen do have an attempt to... Oh, wait. Uh, they just rallied. Yeah, they won't have an action. That's fine. They've recovered this round. However, they can defend themselves. Do. Parry with your shield. Ah, the mighty Bruce is stopped by a wall of shields. Temporarily. It doesn't stop him for long, though.
Is Bruce afraid? 1,000 times no.
You have dared to tangle with the Master, and now you will pay the price. Victor's group carries on with their spears, charging in blindly and without coordination against a mere 17 individuals that are all sort of spreading out. Victor himself tries to engage with one of them in one-to-one combat, and in doing so,
Again, Victor.
the Beastman is very light on his feet and just kind of skitters away as this tiny halfling waves his axe and yells after him, "Get back here!" Gustav.
Well, lightning bolt.
Alright, lightning bolt someone. Which one you can do? Left, front, front and center, or right?
Right. Again.
Alright. That's good channel. Ooh, and that is a good casting test. And that is 10 damage coming their way.
They're shocked to find that out. Ha ha
There you
ha.
go. You make a demonstration of several of them in a row with lightning bolt after lightning bolt.
Yep.
With their charred corpses indicating what will happen to them next. Gerhard,
All right,
you're up.
swift attack on these guys here.
Do it.
Excellent. And do they get to defend, or shall I?
They do in fact get to defend. Of course, it doesn't help them. 7 damage to their bodies. So not as decisive as you have been so far. However, still
One
very
more attack.
intimidating.
Hold on,
Your
I
group
get
of
one more
peasants
attack.
does their best to push forward.
Hit the body again.
Ooh, there you go.
A little bit better.
Hold up. 9 minus Okay. There we go. A more decisive blow to follow up the first. Gerhard's group is standing strong. Alexa.
Okay, well, since I'm getting into melee with this guy, I'm going to switch to an axe and shield. Sheathing the lance is one half action, pulling out the axe and shield is my other, so.
Okay. So he doesn't seem to care much at all for your choices. And in fact, we'll go ahead and continue parting ways with you and coming back to charge at you with the lance.
Okay.
But you do have your shield to try to block him, but it is
A
not
bit.
essential, as you manage to pull away just enough to clear him. However, he is also taking a more defensive stance himself now. Boop, blue.
Be afraid to use your nails, boys.
However, it's now all the Beastmen's attempt to attack. So let's go ahead and see which ones managed to hit. First one, definitely won't. Second one, definitely won't. Third one, will. Meaning the peasants will attempt to parry, resulting in failure. The group on the right, Bruce's group, is taking damage. How much? A sizable blow as their bestial instincts take over and start cutting through the units. Alright, well, that leads us back to Bruce. Bruce's group will attempt to help out, but doesn't get very far. However, Bruce himself will find himself needing to catch his breath for a second, apparently. But he manages to break through the shields. And with a terrifying punch, deals 10 damage. Here we go. He has broken the group once again. Yes, him, by himself, nobody else. And everyone is running scared in terror of the unarmed master. Victor's group continues to press on. They will take up a defensive stance and attempt to stab, uselessly, at the group. They are not very maneuverable compared to the much smaller numbers.
Ooh.
Victor
Well,
still can't quite keep up and is actually huffing and panting for breath.
what are you doing? Oh, let's try something else. Watch.
Leaving it to Victor. I mean, Gustav. My bad.
Well, this time I'm gonna do a lightning storm. Oh no, sorry,
Ooh.
I can channel if I do lightning storms. Never mind that.
That's right, we can ignore the channel.
But I'm gonna use form magic.
Ooh.
Ooh. Lightning storm of this group.
Okay. So, let's see. So that's going to go ahead and do 11 damage to them, but they are already routing. So I'm going to say that is going to just go ahead and kill 11 of them as they retreat.
Yeah.
There you go. A nice big block of them is zapped down as you manipulate the weather itself.
I bet that smells wonderful.
Oh, yes. Like burning scorpion.
Air.
Mm.
And yeah.
All right.
Beautiful to
swift
think
attack.
about. All right. You continue an aggressive onslaught against these poorly defended creatures.
Good roll.
They will attempt to defend themselves.
That was some paltry damage.
Indeed, and if that hit their body, in fact, the blow completely fails to connect, hitting only their leather.
Okay, well, swift attack, so I get one more try at damage.
That's right.
And
And
I
even an
fail.
expert fighter has an off moment. I believe your peasants, however, will get a chance to attack. and actually make you very proud with a decisive blow.
Drinks on me tonight, boys.
As the group ends up routing once again.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it's up to you, Alexa.
Well, the odds are that I percent will hit with 1, so I am going to do flurry of attacks using my 2 attack rolls to go after this.
There you go. All right, let's go ahead and see them. He is in a parrying stance, so he will attempt to parry if you hit.
Ah!
Both times met with failure, and he merely laughs in your direction.
Oh.
All right, so he goes ahead and will attempt to rally his troops. Not to much effect as he kind of shouts across at them as they all run frightened. However, he still
right.
has plenty of time to deal with you. He's no longer in defensive stance because he had to busy himself with his army for a moment. However, he still comes at you with the lance.
We'll attempt to parry that.
Okay.
Oh! I've been hit in the body.
No.
Ouch!
There you
Not
go.
the
A
body.
13-point hit straight to the center of
Ooh.
your chest.
Good news is that's my most heavily armored place, so I soak 9 of it and take 4.
Ooh. Do you have an iron plate there?
I've got as much armor as I can stack on there. So I've got a leather mail coat and a breastplate.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. As his demi-lance comes in, it penetrates straight through the armor and at the same time also shatters, leaving him with but a stump of wood in the end.
Ah!
He takes a look at it and just tosses it to the ground.
The best you can do?
I will break more than this when I am done. Bruce. Do. Let's see what you got. I was also checking out a couple other things. Do. Okay, cool. Bruce. His peasants are going to go first. If they can hit, they can take away their defense. Nope. Bruce, you're a master. And oh boy, does it pay off. Shields. Shields go up once again. And that is a failure. So he's going to go ahead and simply lay into this group for 8 damage. Taking away 8 more as he just bashes his way across the field. And takes down nearly 20 people in a single minute. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Give the scorpions some time. These scorpions are retreating. These ones are retreating. These ones are still here, and they are attacking Victor's peasants. They come in, and they are going to give up all their defense. Let's see. The peasants do have a parrying stance, but fail. So as a
No.
result, 12 damage come their way. -5 is going to be 7. There we go. The peasants have taken a severe blow, and despite the light amount of leather protecting them, many of them start to fall and die.
Oh.
Alright. Victor's peasants are next. They will continue to try to defend and attack. Much to everyone being incredibly upset at these turns of events. They are losing a little bit of composure, and honestly, at this rate, so is Victor. He is taking his axe and he just chucks it into the ground and starts screaming at the Beastman instead of continuing after them.
Oh,
Gustav.
Lightning storm.
he's
All
getting a
right.
little short-tempered.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
It's always milk with you.
Ugh, I can see right.
All you can see is milk.
No! I don't like milk!
Alright. Well, if you managed to pull it off, you probably would have annihilated the entire group outright.
Hmm.
However, as
Oh
it
well.
stands, your magic fizzles in your hand. It's too much for you to handle even with assistance. Alright, Gerhard.
All right, let's move to envelop these scorpions in a flanking and go for at least one attack. So, how much do we outnumber him by now? 30%?
Yeah, go ahead and take a full 30.
All right.
It's the left arm. They do not. They still have a chance to defend. They attempt to parry. To no avail.
Much better damage.
Alright. 12 is a solid blow. As you sweep through them.
All right,
They are
and
down by 8 points.
now I get one more attack, so let's see if I can maybe help him.
A swift attack is a full action.
Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So I only get the one.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping me on.
It's perfect fine. Your units, however, will get a chance to spear them in your place. However, they do not manage, so. Alexa.
Oh, swift attack you. Yeah.
Oof, there you go. He does not have means to defend himself. Give him some damage. There you go. His head is fully exposed. However, he has a very thick skull as your impact gives away. But you have a second attack, don't you?
No.
You don't. You try to follow it up, and he bounces it off of his horn. Alright. He's gonna attempt to command his units once more. Getting nowhere. He simply looks at you and goes, if you want to do something right, have to do it yourself. Your friends will be next once I'm done with you. And he is going to go ahead and try to gore you with his horns, bending his head down and charging straight at you with reckless abandon.
That's the worst kind of abandon. I will parry that.
Or will you?
Ah.
You do. A skilled fighter,
Swat it out of the
indeed.
way.
You take his horns and bounce them against the angle of your shield and push him away, and pull your mount out of the way just in time before his whole body charges straight into it, attempting to topple you over.
Best you can do.
Alright. Bruce. Gonna send his units over here to handle the fun. His peasants will go ahead and get to attack. And with a plus 30, that would technically be a hit. I needed to add that in. Oops. Damage is minimal from them. However, from Bruce himself, it should be a lot better. They will attempt to parry the one chance that they have. Successfully blocking Bruce's group and his advance with a few shields. Alright. Victor has more or less given up at this point. He is shouting and screaming.
Throwing a tantrum.
However, his peasant group maintains a slight bit of discipline and will go ahead and attempt to finish this group off. Hitting for the right body, they deal a small amount of damage to one of them as they start to surround them with the rest of the group. There is a huge concave now right outside the village.
In them.
Gustav,
Lightning storm!
the milk has shown you nothing. Alright, so 10. Alright, outright, 7 of them drop dead, and the entire remaining rest of the group looks as their odds literally drop in half, and they are ready to retreat and run. Gerhard.
All right, let's finish these cowards off. Swift attack.
Okay,
Man,
that's this. And that's a hit. Go ahead and deal some damage. You might go ahead and annihilate them.
I might.
And indeed you do, as Gerhard himself, though old in his years, advances with sword in hand and cuts down Beastman after Beastman attempting to run, stabbing his sword straight into their backs. The entire group of them is completely dead, aside from those that have ran. Alright. That leaves us back to Alexa and her one-on-one.
Your army is routing, and I will rout you. Send you back to the realms of horror from whence you came.
I am from no such realm. This is my home.
Balls.
These
Balls
are my
again.
people, and this is my food. I will return, he says as he dodges every one of your blows, and himself begins to retreat. He takes his units and flees the field. The battle is won. Grimmenhagen is safe.
Hey, we didn't. There's too many deaths either, and we cut them down to half like their strength.
Indeed. Taking a look at your units, Gerhards are uninjured, Alexas are uninjured. Victors have taken injuries, however, they did not manage to rout very much. So a handful of people may be dead. And Bruce's had taken some slight injuries. However, it appears that they are mostly fine. 6 people out of 100 have died.
Wow,
Oh,
we did good.
yeah, that was a impressive display. Painful display.
I didn't even get to take down one of them, says Victor, crossing his arms and pouting.
I'm a little bit scraped up, but nothing some bed rest won't fix.
Oh yeah, I saw that all the way out on the field. You were going 1-to-1 with him. Even his friends kind of abandoned him there.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be back, so next time we'll have to prepare ourselves even more. Who knows what sort of Archaon's army are out here.
Do you think they're really gonna come back? Should we maybe leave some people here? Even during the siege?
Yes, I think we should definitely reinforce the town. For all we know, that this could just be an advanced party of a larger force. So let's take, let's say, 2 of the militia back to the siege.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take 1, 2, and just put them over there. And these 3 will remain in this box.
And,
Gerhard will, of course, volunteer to stay behind to man the defense if necessary.
okay.
And as will Victor. And he will go, I want my revenge. When they come back, they're gonna get it from me.
Oh my god.
But, I guess
Never
Alexa
got
will
half range.
rejoin the siege. And kind of go, ow. I'm a little scraped up.
Granny will offer to do some healing for you,
Ooh.
as is her duty.
I would
Good,
like
Greg.
that.
Poor thing. It almost looks like he tore her off your head right here. Just a little bit closer. Has anyone ever told you to be more careful?
Yes. And a dwarven artisan
Sweet.
master.
And I see you don't listen to them either.
Ah.
She says as she takes out a little bit of stitching wire and starts putting your broken skin back together. What is the roll called again?
Should be a heal check.
Heal. There we go, heal.
Advanced.
There we go.
Oh,
During this week, she does not manage to make very much progress in healing you. However, you do have your natural healing abilities, which we will cover as week 6 begins.
okay.
Boop doop. And
Trying to
I'm just
find the
gonna mess with
page.
things. So, anyone have any particular plans? Berthold, you've received word that the food coming from the city has stopped.
The food from the city has stopped.
That's right. It looks like it has not reached you, and no one's really certain why.
Well, I mean, the people delivering from the food from the city were my people, so you're telling me that, in effect, my people have gone missing.
This seems so.
That was a full 200 people, right?
Right. You're uncertain of where they have gone or what has happened to them as of late.
I can't
That's
stand.
not good.
No, it's not good. Hold on. I'm going to send Thoric Crag and sorry, just doing some quick math. How many people did you bring back to the siege with you? 400?
100?
100. Each stack is 100 people.
I thought each stack was 200 people. For me, it's 200. I thought we were on the same number.
For the trained peasants, it is lesser. They are 100 each, I believe.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. I'm looking at peasant militias. You have 2 of them, so that's only 200. Oh,
Wait, hold up. I'm sorry. The peasants are actually 200. You were right. I forgot that they numbered 1,000.
all right. Well, if you guys are bringing 400 back, then I'm gonna send 400 and Thoric at Crag to go look for my missing people.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make a small box here, and whoever is going,
Where's your box?
go ahead and throw them in. That's the thing. I'll make
Where is box?
right there. Search box.
Should I go?
Should I stay or should I go now?
Na-na-na-na-na.
If I stay, there might be trouble.
Na-na-na.
If I go,
All
there
right.
might be double.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna stay and continue my campaign of terror.
I'm
Alright.
going to spend the week resting.
Alright, you're going to go ahead and rest up. This group is going to go out and search. Gustav is going to be doing terror. And I'm going to go ahead and start with both groups need to find food. Same rules as last time. It is currently at -30, but you can choose to go further afield by a number of days to increase the bonus. So if you were to go 3 days out and then 3 days back, you would have a +0 bonus to survival to try to feed your groups.
No, I'm not. I'll have to stay.
There's no food
to
left
rest.
in the town.
There
Well,
is
we can raid
absolutely
their
none.
farms.
Well, that's the thing. There's food in the farms, and the citizens are growing it. However, they have opted not to offer to share or harvest early.
That's fair. I don't want
I
to
mean,
raid the people.
Taking their food is probably a bad idea.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
you
a
could
bad
totally
idea.
raid these people and kill them all or whatever you want.
I say it's not a bad idea. It's just not a favorable idea.
Would be a bad thing, I think. Yeah.
Again, not a bad idea for the sieging army to not go starving, because as our people go starving, they will decide on their own to raid those people. So it's not on itself a bad idea. It's just an unfavorable one. Lash is gonna go look. Even with a -30, he still has a minuscule chance.
Okay, like I said, you could have him go out for a number of days if you wish.
Yeah, but at this point, he has to go a certain number of days out, because you remember last time, they got back with 1 day left in the week, which means that further out means coming back next week.
Right. So, I guess that's the question.
Damn it.
How far out did he go, if at all?
No,
Not at all.
he went to the -30, yeah, he went looking around here.
Right.
This is the guy
So
who
he
was
just-
eating mushrooms off of shit. He was not good at ever finding food.
Unfortunately, his history has beset him. He does not make very much progress.
Alright, I'm going to send... Lash can't go, Lash looked. I'm gonna go send, Stent over here. With, what do I got here? 2 packs of peasants. Elvish peasants. To go hunt for food a week away.
Ooh, a whole week away.
Well, they got to. That's the only way. Remember, we've already hunted 3 days away. We need to
Right.
push the boundary of searching.
It will definitely increase their success, but they'll be back next week.
Well, they would have been back next week anyway.
Right.
But I'm sending a good number of people out, meaning they should come back with enough food to last for a while, hopefully.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make a box up here. This is hunting party A.
You dragged right when I was selecting them.
I know. Fine. I just want to have them nice and organized. There we go.
If it's not obvious, Stent is also an elf, so...
Ah.
401 elves go out hunting for food.
And oh boy, what will they find?
A dragon! They'll come running back. Ah, it's a dragon!
Alright, and Alexa and Gustav, what about your groups? They do still need food, and they've had to continue to hunt. With no fallback.
Yeah.
Someone will. I have to go with them, but
Up to forage. I can't help you. I'm recovering.
well,
you could
I'm
send
going
out one of your heroes and some of your people.
might do that.
Or Gustav could just start eating people.
I could, but it's not healthy. People are gross, full of nasty stuff. Ugh.
Indeed.
Ugh.
Granny will go ahead and offer to go. I won't be able
No.
to stitch anyone up while I'm not here.
No,
but-
Gustav will go.
Okay, Gustav will head off alone into the woods.
I mean, alone.
Alright, Gustav, do you want to go ahead and make a roll?
Yes.
And while they're doing that, Mordrin will be
And the
using-
question is, how far out are you going?
Is there food here? We never checked here.
That would be a real
Nope,
bitch,
that
wouldn't
is-
it?
That is a bunch of dark GM overlay. Don't go that direction. You don't know what you'll find.
Oh, I thought you were just pointing at the river. We've never fished.
Am I going? I mean, yeah, we never fished. As well.
I'm really hoping that we fished. That we were like,
You
the door
have
is
definitely
locked.
fished.
Alright,
You're,
well,
with over like 2,000 to 3,000 people here, someone thought, let's go ahead and just fish a little bit.
I'll go like 2 days. 2 days of travel.
Okay, so you will be down to a -10 penalty on this check.
All right.
You will be back like about the midweek.
That's manageable.
All right, while they're gone, Mordrin will be
Um,
healing the peasants that were injured in the.
Granny has been on
Uh,
top of that, and it was only a spare few.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
please.
All right.
Pine cone for everyone.
Pine cones and
Pine cone and grass. Mmm,
So
yummy.
Gustav, you find the tastiest pine cones you can find. But
Mmm.
oh boy, do you find enough of them. You and your small herd of helpers have managed to drag back quite a substantial amount of food for you and your group.
Hey guys, I found
No,
about
what-
200 piles of meat. Body shaped.
yes. Don't mind the
Alright.
feet.
You have to pick out the bones though.
Okay. So about halfway through the week, Do you want to take direct control, Bertold, or wait to hear the results of your search?
Which search? I mean, which
Uh,
one?
Search in the search box. Go and find out where all your people went.
Oh, I have 2 search boxes. One's a search for food, and the other's a search for people.
I
Alright,
mean the search for people. The search for food will occur. It's just going to take the time, that's all.
so you're asking, do I want to take direct control of the search, or just hear how it went?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it'd be
Uh.
better to take control.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
I don't know. Yeah, I'll take control.
okay. So, Thoric Crag, go ahead and give me some observation here. Give me some perceptive abilities.
Oh, the one sheet I didn't have open. Alright, hold on a second.
Ah, I tricked you.
Well, I think I didn't have it open because I knew I was sending him out. Thoric Crag. Which roll do you want me to make?
Perception.
That's a no-go. What about the people I sent with him? I did send the elves with him because they're better at seeing things.
That's true. Go ahead and give them a roll if you want.
Elf peasant mob. Where'd you put that? Oh, I scrolled way down. Okay, elf peasants. Wow, I thought they were better. They are not better.
Whoops. Well, that's unfortunate, because as it turns out, you have been ambushed.
No.
By
Bye.
bushes.
By not only unknown mercenaries, but by familiar faces of soldiers from Grimmenhagen.
Andy, is that you? Andy
Yes.
Dufresne.
And you know what they're going to say to you? They're going to say, each of you will end up taking a crossbow attack.
Well, why would you say that to me? I thought we were friends, Andy.
Because it's about to happen, aha! So first to your hero. Does he have a shield to try to protect himself with?
Thoric Crag has... Let's see, light armor, great weapon, no shield.
No shield, very unfortunate. So that's going to hit him in the arm, isn't it? Excuse me while I Ulrich's Fury at you.
Also, excuse me while I
No.
start crying, weeping uncontrollably on my webcam.
Fortunately for you, they didn't aim very well, but a herd of crossbow bolts flies through the forest, and some of them will hit you for 14.
In the arm. Hold on a sec. My armor in the arm is 3. Or my total arm, whatever, is 3, so...
Basically just your toughness there.
Yep, down. Alright, I'm still up, still standing. Not very strong.